When it comes to car insurance in 2025, few names are as recognizable as State Farm, and for good reason. With its massive network of over 19,000 local agents spread throughout the United States, it's one of the most accessible insurance providers around. That kind of reach means no matter where you live, chances are good there's a State Farm representative nearby, ready to help you in person. In today's world, where most insurance companies are moving toward an online-only model, this face-to-face service feels almost old-fashioned, but in a good way. It appeals to drivers who still prefer sitting down with someone to talk through policy options or handle a claim, instead of navigating everything through a mobile app. But here's the big question many drivers are asking right now. Does State Farm's reputation truly live up to the hype? Based on reviews, it earns a rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars, suggesting it's a solid but not flawless choice. One of the biggest reasons people continue to turn to State Farm is its balance between affordability and reliability. Car insurance isn't just about finding the absolute cheapest policy. It's about making sure you get dependable coverage when you actually need it. State Farm does a great job of hitting that sweet spot. While its premiums aren't always the lowest in every state or age group, they're consistently competitive, especially for younger drivers with clean driving records. Plus, the company offers coverage options that align with today's driving culture, including rideshare insurance for Uber and Lyft drivers. That's a big deal because not every insurer extends coverage into the gig economy. For everyday drivers, State Farm provides a practical, budget-friendly option that doesn't force you to give up peace of mind. In a market where flashy perks often overshadow core coverage, State Farm keeps things grounded by focusing on what drivers truly need most. That said, it's important to recognize where State Farm falls short, because no insurer is perfect. One noticeable drawback is that State Farm doesn't offer accident forgiveness, a perk that's become fairly common among competitors. For cautious drivers, that may not matter much, but for others, it could mean higher premiums after a single mistake. Additionally, while State Farm does have digital tools, its app and online services don't always feel as modern or intuitive as some tech-driven insurers on the market. However, where State Farm really shines is customer satisfaction. Many policyholders say the company handles claims smoothly and that agents are helpful and accessible, which is not always the case in the insurance world. At the end of the day, strong customer service can make up for missing perks, because when accidents happen, drivers want an insurer they can rely on to respond quickly and fairly without added headaches. Another unique aspect of State Farm is the way it continues to blend traditional and modern service models. With so many competitors ditching physical locations in favor of entirely digital platforms, State Farm's nationwide network of local agents stands out as a big advantage. For people who want to sit down with a real human being and talk through their coverage options, that's invaluable. At the same time, for those who prefer managing their policies online, State Farm does provide digital access, though it may not feel as advanced as some newer startups. This dual approach keeps the company appealing to both tech-savvy drivers and those who prefer personal contact. It's this flexibility that helps explain why State Farm continues to rank as one of the largest car insurers in the country. That balance between tradition and modernization is part of what allows it to serve such a diverse customer base effectively. So what's the final verdict on State Farm car insurance in 2025? With a 3.5 out of 5 rating, it lands right in the middle. Not the absolute best on the market, but certainly not a poor choice either. Its strengths lie in affordability, customer service, and the availability of thousands of local agents, making it a dependable option for everyday drivers. On the other hand, its lack of certain perks like accident forgiveness and its somewhat less innovative digital tools keep it from reaching the very top tier. Ultimately, whether State Farm is right for you depends on your priorities. If you want a fair price, solid coverage, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing there's someone nearby to help, State Farm is a reliable pick. If you're chasing cutting-edge app features or extra perks, you might look elsewhere. Either way, State Farm remains one of the most trusted names in car insurance for a reason.